So we are here to just start up with the plumbing. Today is the very first session. Yes sir, just let me proceed with plumbing today sir. After once the class has been done, probably I'll be with you, okay? I'll wait for you. Thank you so much. So let me just proceed up with this introduction of today's very first class of the plumbing. So today we'll be discussing about what do you mean by plumbing, and also as a kind of a demo session today. So we'll be proceeding up with this. So this is chapter 1 in your notes, everyone. So but before proceeding with the plumbing, one should know that what kind of service we are dealing with. We know this is plumbing, but plumbing comes in terms of what? MEP. Plumbing is everywhere though, but we are dealing the plumbing over here is in terms of MEP field, right? So before knowing this, one should know first of all what is MEP, because what you people are about to learn over here is like a part of MEP, because that P in MEP is plumbing. So let me just proceed up with this. So building services nothing but these are all the list of building services which are kind of a major one. Apart from this, there are so many services, but this is considered as some kind of a bigger service. That's why this is put into the picture, or it's been highlighted. So building services here refers to what what we are dealing is again a building service, and again it is under the building. So this stands for MEP. Now MEP stands for mechanical, electrical, plumbing, as you people know this. So in under mechanical, you will be learning is HVAC and firefighting. E is electrical and P is again plumbing, again done by what a mechanical graduate. Okay, so now we are dealing up with this, so that we are learning a part of MEP over here. So that's why I'm just introducing to the building services. What you have people have learned HVAC, electrical and firefighting, though that's also a building service. Okay, so now building services, now mechanical, electrical, plumbing service, that is nothing but in short MEP, as a significant component of the construction supply chain. MEP design is critical for designing, decision making, accurate documentation, performance and cost estimating. In short, what is saying, this is the most toughest part. There is nothing but the designing over here. So as I was saying, so we are dealing with the kind of this plumbing apart from a part of MEP. So these are all services, and what I was saying, this MEP is a very critical or kind of tough thing, because designing is the main thing. If you don't have design, then what will you be doing the drafting for? No estimation, no erection, no installation, nothing would be done, right? So very first thing is this. It's totally logical, it's kind of technical thing involved in this. So this is a very critical kind of thing, that is the designing, decision making, accuracy and what cost estimating. All these things are interrelated with each other. Okay, apart from this, construction, planning, managing and operating of the result facilities, the outcome. First of all, we need to do the planning, the decision making and all this. This is in a sequence one by one. The very first service what you're about to see over here, this is nothing but HVAC service. Again, a mechanical graduate is responsible for this. Okay, so if you people have done with this, so you people can make a note over there. This mechanical engineers or mechanical graduates will be pursuing or proceeding with this HVAC services. Electrical services, one more service of a building that has been taken care by electrical engineers. And third is what, as you can see, firefighting, again taken care by mechanical graduates. Plumbing, again taken care by mechanical graduates. So you know this, just now I was discussing about this MEP. This all four I can say is an MEP course or MEP service. Apart from this, we do have n number of services in our buildings, that is elevators, escalators, solar system, gas system, security and BMS. Now escalators and elevators again is taken care by mechanical graduates. Okay, so mechanical graduates in this way. And again a solar system is again taken care by electrical graduates, and gas system mechanical, and security system is taken care by electronic and who? Yes, electronics guys. Okay, and last one is nothing but yes, BMS. Now BMS is taken care by whom? Anyone? Partly electrical and instrumentation people. Yes, okay, instrumentation people. So this way, and standard societies. Now, like you people have read already in HVAC. Okay, so these are the list of services. Why I'm telling you about this? Because there are so many services. If you see this, there are a number of services which includes in the building very small service like concrete and all this, like tiles, wood, doors, windows and all this, but this is not that much considerable, because these MEP is the major service of the building, and it's very expensive when you compare with the rest of the other services. So that's why this is brought into the limelight of this. Okay. Now, what do you mean by the standard societies? I think as you people have read over here, with the, you have continued with the HVAC or electrical or firefighting, you have some kind of societies. And why is that societies? You know this. Like if you proceed with HVAC, you have some ASHRAE and all this, and if in firefighting, M.E.P and all this, right? So far, we do have some more standard societies in terms of what the plumbing, nothing but the listed is the societies over here. The very first society is nothing but IPC, which stands for International Plumbing Codes, and this society is what accepted globally, that means worldwide. For example, if I'm dealing a project in India, I can use the same code over here as well as the same code when I'm moving with the abroad or any part of the world. Okay, I can use the same codes because this is internationally accepted. It's not something related, or it's not something. Okay. And now second society, this is above all, that's why it's been highlighted. I mean, I can use this anywhere. If you're dealing here or any part of the world, this has been globally accepted. I mean the values of this societies. The second is what? Uniform plumbing codes. Now this is generally being used in terms of the Gulf region. So if you want to write, generally defined, they proceed up with this Gulf codes. Okay, in Gulf, whatever the project you're having, generally they follow is this UPC codes, nothing but uniform plumbing codes. Or in US, you will be having this maximum US and Gulf, they will be finding UPC. Next is British standards. Now obviously UK, this is UK standard. Whenever you are dealing with a UK project or something, or in terms of UK, they'll be proceeding with the terms. This is BS, that is nothing but this society British standards. Nothing next further proceeding with, this is DEWA, nothing but Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. This is again from UAE. Okay, and you know this UAE means this Dubai, so they'll be following this standards over there. And RC is nothing but the Royal Commission, KSA. Next society is what? NBC, nothing but National Building Codes, which is being used in terms of India projects and all this. Okay, apart from this, IPA, Indian Plumbing Association, and Khatar Kharama. Now Khatar Kharama again from Khatar. Apart from this, I would like to say something over here. This is above all. Okay, no one will be questioning you. You have used this because this is above all. So this is globally accepted, I said. But my question right now is, why is the plumbing codes needed? Why do I need this kind of societies for designing purpose, or why they have been used over here? So the same question arises over here. Why plumbing codes? If you see over here, plumbing design based on probability. The very first thing I say about plumbing, you need to be knowing this, that plumbing is always what? Designed on the basis of the probability. Now what do you mean by probability? Like the chances. For example, consider in a bathroom you have like 5 fixtures. Now fixtures refers to laboratory, a wash basin, a laboratory and wash basin, the same laboratory, and WC, and a shower, and bidet, and these kind of things. These are all like fixtures, and it's very rarely occurred that all these 4 fixtures, what just now I said, will work at the same time. So that means probability means we'll be designing as per the probability. That means it's very rarely occurred. So might be 1 or 2. Following online, only 1 or 2 maximum. I'm saying in a bathroom, maximum 1 or 2. That all more 2, what is remaining, they will not be again coming into the picture. Yes, online, following. So this way, so always remember, we will be getting this based on the probability. But there are some other special cases which is called as like ablution tab or ablution area. Nothing but before prayer, or before offering the prayer and all this, we'll be having a specific time for the prayer, right? So that all tabs in that certain area will be used because the prayer is at certain time. So maximum people will be there over there, and back to back they'll be using it, right? So this is ablution tab. So this is a kind of different case. So this I can say this is a peak demand. I'll not be designing this kind of things on the probability basis because this is a very high demand. Peak demand means that I know that all the fixtures what is there in that area is used at the time, all the fixtures. Okay, certainly I have one more thing, that is residential school, like day school, like early morning they'll be wake up, I mean the students and all this, they'll be using the washrooms, they will be using the bathroom and all this. So everything, all the fixtures will be using continuously for certain time. That's also one peak demand. So except this kind of special cases, the rest of the projects I'll be dealing up with what? The probability demand or the probability. I hope this is clear online. Now, therefore, to design plumbing, standards and codes is required. So now what exactly it means to say over here is that to design this in this way, either it might be probability or either it might be the possible maximum or the peak demand. I need to have these codes. By taking help of these codes, I can be doing the designing, because this societies, what am I talking about? This societies is always behind the research and development. By their research and development, again and again in different parts of the region of the world, okay, what they will be doing, they'll be proceeding on giving us the values. So it's all the values what we get in this kind of codes is based on their research and development. Following in this way. So that is why I need this codes where I can get the values of the probability of so and so project, of so and so application, of so and so number of people and all this. At the same time, next is what? I can go with the peak demand. Okay. Next, where a building contains plumbing fixture. Now what is plumbing fixture? We'll be seeing in the next session or in further. Where a building contains plumbing fixture, as if now let me tell you what is a plumbing fixture. Plumbing fixture is what? If you see over here, those fixtures requiring water must be provided with adequate supply of water for proper operation. Now, first of all, let me tell you what is a plumbing fixture. A plumbing fixture is nothing but a kind of a device which demands water as well as the drain at the same time. For example, if I say about the faucet, tap, WC, laboratory, bidet and all this, this is all in terms of what? The fixtures. Okay, and we know this, like example, a WC requires water, and that too a kind of a specific amount of water for the flushing or for the cleaning, whatever it might. And same time, this one more I do have as a fixture, that is nothing but a shower. Shower also requires some limitation amount of water to have a bath and required with the pressure, isn't it? It's not something like if someone is having a bath over in India and someone is having a bath in USA, they will having different pressures and different flow rates. No, it's not like that. It's 100% same, right? So this way. So this fixtures, to work in a proper manner, I need to have a proper or appropriate kind of flow and appropriate kind of pressure, which is being again given from the IPC or the codes or the societies. Okay. So now one thing I got to know that in this, that the flow and the pressure is again predefined by these societies. Yes or no online? Yeah, okay. So now once again, where a building contains plumbing fixtures, those fixtures requiring water must be provided with an adequate supply of water for proper operation. I think you got it. So that means what they are, how much they demand, I need to provide that much of water with the pressure. Okay, so I got one more thing, that the pressure and flow is being predefined as per these societies. I will showing you that. Now, the number of required plumbing fixtures is specified by this code and is based upon the anticipated maximum number of occupants for the building and the type of the building. Now, there are two things over here. Very first thing in this, what he was talking all about was, he's saying that all the fixtures has different flow rates, and meanwhile right now he's about to say over here is that the fixture will be demanding water as well as flow, that too a proper manner and adequate, because to perform in a proper manner. So let me just show you this by means of an IPC notes in this data. If you go over here online, as I said I request everyone just to please cross check and verify. I have sent each and everyone twice also, okay, these notes and everything. So I'm opening this is application handbook with me. This is IPC 2008 application handbook, and this is, as I said this is above all, right? So very first thing what he was saying, so let me tell you, page number 55, table number 6044.3. as you see over here is water distribution system design criteria, required capacity at what? Fixture supply pipe outlets. That means if you see over here, fixture supply outlet serving, now the flow is given in terms of what? GPM, I mean the flow rate, and the pressure is given in terms of PSI. And you see over here, this is all the fixtures over here, as you can see. For example, if I tell you about the shower, it's a universal, whether it's in India or US, it doesn't matter. I need to have this much of gallons per minute, I mean 3. I need to have this in a minute, I need to have 3 gallons, okay, with required pressure 8 psi. And one more thing, because we are dealing with right now plumbing, it's not been this thing like example, if the under pressure is not also accepted, excess pressure is also not also accepted, because if I do have this under pressure or with very low flow, what happens over here is the purpose is not being served. Following online, if it is excess pressure, then again it is very disturbing for us. Like example, if you consider this about laboratory, laboratory is nothing but online. This is wash basin, okay, this is 2 GPM, but just now consider this pressure is 10 psi. So what happens is excess pressure. This is not as per the standard, because this is as per the standard they are saying it should be 8 psi. For example, it has been exceeded more than 8 psi, it moved on to 9 or 10. The moment you open this laboratory, what happens? The water first of all splashes on this water closet, this laboratory, and it will like come on your clothes, and this will be getting somewhat irritating and spoiling, right? This thing. And rather than this, what happens? Because of excess pressure, there will be again so many things. First of all, like what, the life of the pipe decreases, the fixtures might be damaged, and the leakages would be happening from the fittings. What is fittings and all this we'll be seeing, okay, online. So by this I can say this, now the GPM, I mean the flow and the pressure is predefined for the maximum fixtures. If you see over here, WC, urinal, sink, servicing, in terms of residential and service, that means he has given about both the things, either it's commercial or residential in this way. So the pressure and flow is predefined. Following online, this is clear. In this thing, now the number of required plumbing fixtures is specified by this code. Now that means in this codes I'll be getting the number of minimum fixtures also by this codes, and it is based upon the anticipated maximum number of occupants for the building and the type of the building occupancy. Now for example, just think in this way that there was no designer or consultant right now, and we have directly dealing up with the main contractor, that is nothing but an architect, okay. So now the architect has directly sent to us without any designing and saying us to just give us the minimum number of fixtures. Okay, so I could not do, because we know this has been generally done by a designer, nothing but a consultant, because they do the designing, they fix the fixtures, after that the routing and the pipe sizing will be done. For example, if there are no fixtures, now he is saying to give us the fixtures, so need not worry, I can take help of this kind of codes, okay, and I can say the minimum number of required fixtures, but as per what, either the maximum number of people, I mean I can find out by the number of people, or I can find out what kind of building is it. There are two options. If I know anyone, I can proceed up with the same thing. The number of required plumbing fixtures is specified by this code, clear enough, and is based upon the anticipated maximum number of occupants, first thing, and for the building and the type of the building occupancy. Now if you see over here, again IPC page number 55 and page number 40, and table number is 403.1. if you see over here, minimum number of required plumbing fixtures. Now if you see over here, this is serial number, this is the classification, nothing but the different kinds of what project or different application. In that also you'll find n number of things, and this is occupancy, this is for the assembly. Now if you see over here description, you can make a link of this, whatever you are dealing with this. See in this, for example residential, then see in what kind of residential, how many people and all this, you can proceed up. Now a question arises, if I don't know the number of people, then how can I proceed with? It's very simple. You can take help of what, a furniture layout, and you can count the number of people. Yes only, isn't it? Yeah, furniture layout, you can find the number of people over there, okay. And apart from this, if you know the occupancy or the type of the building, that would be again easier for us. Now if you see over here, what are the minimum required fixtures or a basic fixtures? This is very basic fixtures. It has to be done for sure, or it has to be what, installed in any project, and these are very basics, because WC, water closet or urinal, it's very common, it should be there. What kind of project is it? Okay. And laboratory, nothing but a wash basin, bathtub if required, if it's residential, if it's commercial, then it need not require, right? And drinking fountain, generally you find this kind of in terms of what, public places, so this is 1 per 500, and other if anything required in excess, That is one servicing. Now let me just take an example of this. Consider this, the serial number 3 over here. Right now think this, we are dealing, I got a project from this main architect, the architect, and it's an educational institute or something like that. Okay, an educational facility is the application, and now this is 1 per 50, 1 per 50. Now first of all let me just check in this, what is it saying in 1 per 50. If you see over here, it is water closet, urinal. Okay, now what do you mean by this 1 per 50? If you see over here, two sections, male and female, what it tries to say over here is, if I got to know there are 50 male students and 50 female students in this educational institute, so I need to have 1 WC for each, in terms of like 50 candidates, 1 WC in male, and 50 candidates in female, so 1 WC over there. If it's like 60 in female and 50 in male, then 2 WCs in the female and 1 WC in terms of male. Following online or no? It's confusing.
50 people,
50 people, 1 WC, either male or female. If it's exceeding, then go for 2. Okay, very simple. So this is the very first what the fixture you need to have is, so water closet. The second is what, laboratory, again male and female. Now what is it saying? 1 per 50. That means again same, if 50 female, 1 water closet, this 1 laboratory is more than enough. If it's like more than 50 in the female, then 2. Same in the male. If 50, 1 laboratory is more than enough, because this is all what, how this is got as per again the probability.
Probability, yes.
Okay, and again this is again 1 per 50. I think you got it. And there is, yes, and there is no bathtub over here, because it's not in, just 1 minute, it's not in residential thing, it's in commercial kind of thing, educational. So need not require of the bathtub or the showers over here, so nil. And drinking fountain, yes, we do required, and it is 1 per 100. That like 50 male and 50 female does not matter, but it's total 100, so I need to have 1 drinking fountain. But if the number of the candidates increasing more than 100, then I need to have 2 drinking fountain. If it crosses 200, then 3 drinking fountains so far. And 1 servicing needed, because they might be carrying the tiffin and all this, so they might clean their utensils over there. That's why 1 servicing if needed. Okay, apart from this, if you see over here, like factory and industrial, you'll have more options also in this. Industrial, again you have so much kind of thing like prisons and all this. As per your project, as per your requirement, just check with this. First of all, under this, see where you can fit and you can go with this. So this is residential in terms of apartment and all this, you can go whatever you want to. So I got 2 things over here just now as I discussed. First of all, as I said now, the flow and the pressure is predefined, and second thing, do not get worried if you don't have this. I can make use, or I can find out the minimum number of fixtures based upon the number of people, or based upon what the type of the building. Okay, so yeah, I can use this. So this code provides prescriptive criteria for sizing pipe systems connected to those fixtures. One more thing I would say over here, the third point is over here, clearly telling about, I do have some pipe size which is again by default given from this. Okay, so the page number again 55 in the IPC. Below, if you see over here 56, if you see over here, minimum sizes of fixtures for water supply pipes, and mostly you will be finding half-inch bathtub and all this. If you see, mostly the size which is connected to the fixture is half-inch. Now I think you people have getting a confusion or a question arising in your mind when the flow and the GPM, I mean the flow and the pressure is given and the sizes is given. Okay, and the fixtures I can find out. So what are we doing here? Isn't it only? Anyone has any idea what are we are here to do? Anyone? Not routing. Routing is not that technical thing. Anyone? Repeat the question. Okay, I'm asking, my question is, when the diameter is given and when I can find out the minimum number of fixtures, so what is the need? We are here because the sizes is given, because the main gist over here in the plumbing is to just to find out the diameter of the pipe based on the probability basis. When it's predefined, so then why should go with this? Anyone has any idea?
In one pipe there can be many fixtures, according to that you have to do the pipes.
Okay, very good. Thank you for being very fair enough. No, not for pump sizing all this. Let me tell you very clearly one thing, and keep this in your mind with locked. Okay, we being a plumbing engineer or a plumbing design engineer, we only deal up with the main pipe size. As you can see over here, these are the pipe size which will be connected to the fixtures, and I am here to design the main pipe. From the main pipe, the pipe which will be connecting to the fixture, that is predefined, and the main pipe is not defined because it should be defined by us based on the probability. And I can take, yes, following the online. So make a note of this, that will not be proceeding with this. We being an engineer, or I mean the plumbing design engineer, will be only finding out the main pipe size. That's it. Because the branch pipe size which is directly connected to the fixtures is predefined as per the table number 604.3 as per application handbook IPC 2009. As you can see, all the fixtures sizes is given over here 604.5. If you want to note it down, you can note it down, the table number and page number 56. Till here everything is clear, I guess, online. Yeah. Now through the use of code, approved materials and the installation requirements specified in this code, plumbing system will perform their intent function over the life of the building. Now in this paragraph, what is trying to say over here is, as per the specifications. That means, what is specifications? Specifications is nothing but a kind of specific thing talking about the occupants or talking about the materials, whatever it might be, and that specifications is being provided to us by the main who? Consultant. Consultant is nothing but a designer. So I need to install this material or the equipments as per their what specifications, because they know that as per the project what material I need to install, it will be given. So I need to do that, because just to maintain the life of the pipe or to long run the project. Okay, for example, if I say you like I was dealing with a project which was very near to the seashore, and I was going with a GI pipe, for example, I'm saying, and it's not recommended because what? Because of what? Corrosion. The chances of corrosion is what? High over there. So either I can go with the copper or stainless steel or plastic category, right? Online. So in this way, sorry, the CP. That's what I said, na. Like plastic category, I said CPVC, PP, PVC, PPR, PB. This all comes under plastic category. Yes. Okay. So just I need to go in this way.